You're wondering what's happening with Montgomery County real estate these days. Well, you've come to the right place because that's what we're talking about today, and we're starting right now. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Harry Moore and I'm a veteran full-time realtor right here in the DC metro area, and I post new videos every week about all things real estate in the DMV. One of the questions that I get all the time is, how's the market? If you're curious about what's going on with Montgomery County, Maryland home sales, then stick around for the next few minutes for an up-to-the-minute update about the Montgomery County real estate market. So, let's get going. First, we'll look at the current numbers for the last available month in the MLS, which is October. And then we'll look at the year-to-date numbers. New listings. This year, 1,480 new listings. Last year, 1,407. That's an increase of 5%. The total active listings this year, 2,252. Last year, 2,507. So that's a decrease of 11%. And the properties under contract, this year 1,233, last year 1,077. So that's an increase of 14%. If you're getting your updates from Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, or any of the other portal sites, then many of the listings that you're seeing may not even be available. If you want up-to-the-minute data, then contact your agent and have them set up an update for you that's coming directly from the multiple listing service. It's the primary source that feeds all the portal sites. Why not get it direct? Here's another benefit of a direct MLS search. You can see coming soon listings. So if you want to know about listings when they're being pre-marketed on the MLS, then you'll need to have your agent set that up for you. Now, let's take a quick look at the year-to-date numbers. The total number of sold properties year-to-date, 10,658. Last year, 10,544. That's an increase of 1%. The median sale price this year, $450,000. Last year, $440,000. So that's an increase of 2.3%. And the average days on market this year, 33. Last year, 34. That's a decrease of 3%. If you've got a house on the market and it's not selling, maybe it's been on the market for longer than the 33-day average, and you'd like to figure out how to get your house sold, then check out my video about the 4 things you need to do to get your house that's already on the market under contract and sold. There's another number that I like to watch, the properties that failed to sell. In October, 541 properties failed to sell. Although some of those probably came back on the market, it reminds us that even in a strong seller's market, not every house sells. 2 other numbers that I keep an eye on are the absorption rate and the list to sell ratio. Well, what's absorption rate? So you take the average number of monthly sales over the past 12 months and you divide that number into the active properties. That tells you how long it'd take for all the houses in your market to sell if nothing else came on the market. By using a 12-month average, that takes seasonal market cycles into account. If you know the number of months of inventory, that helps to determine what sort of market you're in. Here are the basic criteria. 0 to 4 months is a seller's market, 4 to 6 months is a transitional market, and 6+ months is a buyer's market. Montgomery County had 2.16 months worth of inventory at the end of October. That's down from 2.39 at the end of September. Part of that is seasonal. Generally, September sees a substantial bump up in inventory after the August slowdown. Then the level of new listings tends to slow down a bit as you get into the middle of the fall market. And this year, the brisk market is absorbing all of that September bump. The list to sell ratio tells us how much the average home sells for as a percentage of the original asking price. It's important to look at the original asking price when you're calculating that number, so you're taking any price reductions into account when you look at the final net. This is another good indicator of what sort of market you're in. Higher list to sell ratio means a seller's market. Lower ratio points to a buyer's market. The list to sell ratio for October in Montgomery County was 97.6%. So, What does all this mean? Well, inventory has moved to 2.16 months of available homes. So lower than it was last month, which shows that the market is absorbing the new inventory that came on the market in the beginning of the fall season. Average days on market have increased from the spring averages, which were in the mid-20s, up to the low 30s for the fall. But that's still a very healthy number from a seller's point of view. The list to sell ratio is still high, and prices have moved up at a reasonable rate so far this year. So, it's a good time to sell. If you know anyone who's thinking about selling, I'd appreciate the opportunity to speak with them about how I can help them to capitalize on this strong seller's market. This is all big picture data. Montgomery County is very large, so you have to be careful drawing conclusions from this data set. Real estate is extremely local, and you can see large variations in the market based on price range and specific location. Here's a quick example of that. If you look at 3 different Bethesda zip codes, 20814, 20817, and 20816, the appreciation rate year to date varies from 0% to 4.1%. That's a huge swing. If you're thinking about selling your home in the near future and you'd like a free copy of my newly released book, Secrets Every Home Seller Needs to Know, then click on the link below that says Seller's Book and we'll get a copy right out to you pronto. And if you're thinking about buying and would like a roadmap of the buying process, you'll see a link for the buyer's guide below as well. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you liked what you saw, please tap that like button. And if you know someone, maybe a friend or neighbor, who might benefit from this information, please share this video with them. Last but not least, if you want to see more videos about real estate in the DMV, then subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be updated whenever new videos come out. Make it a great day, and I'll see you again soon.